Vikram brought down the Betal from the tree trunk, as before, and silently carried him on his shoulder, and moved forward. After walking some distance, the Betal broke his silence again. He said, "O king, you are engaged in a difficult task due to which you have become very dear to me. Therefore, to make you forget your hard work on the way, I am telling you this story. Long ago, a virtuous Brahmin named Hariswami lived in Ujjain. He was the beloved servant and minister of King Pushyasena. The upbringing of that householder Brahmin was also like that. Hariswami had 2 children. The elder one was a son named Devswami, and the younger one was a daughter named Sumprabha. Sumprabha was very beautiful and was famous for her beauty. When the time for Sumprabha's marriage came, she said to her father, "Father, if you are willing to marry me, then marry someone who is brave, knowledgeable, or has the knowledge of supernatural sciences. Otherwise, I will not marry anyone else." Hearing this, Hariswami became anxious to find a groom of her choice for her. At the same time, the king sent Hariswami as his messenger to make a treaty with a king of the southern country, because that king was getting ready for war. When he went there and completed his work, a great Brahmin came to him. He had heard about the beauty of Hariswami's daughter. He asked for his daughter for himself. Hariswami said, "My daughter will accept as her husband either a person who has knowledge of supernatural sciences or a wise or brave person, and no one else. So tell me, who are you among these?" To this the Brahmin replied, "O great Brahmin, I am a knower of supernatural sciences." Hariswami then asked him to show some miracle of his knowledge. With the power of his knowledge, that Brahmin instantly prepared a chariot that went in the sky. Then that Brahmin made Hariswami sit in his magical chariot and showed him the heaven and other worlds. After this, he brought Hariswami back to the army of the king of the southern country, where he had come for his work, satisfied. Then Hariswami promised to marry his daughter to that man who knew supernatural knowledge and fixed the date of marriage on the 7th day. At the same time, in Ujjain, another Brahmin came to Hariswami's son Devswami and requested him to marry his sister. When Devswami told him the conditions of his sister, the Brahmin became ready to show his knowledge and demonstrated his skill with weapons. Seeing this, Devswami decided to marry his sister to him. In the absence of his mother, he also decided to marry on the 7th day as per the advice of the astrologers. At the same time, a third person also presented himself as a learned man to Sumprabha's mother and requested her to marry her daughter. He also gave proof of his knowledge, and impressed by this, Sumprabha's mother promised to marry her daughter to him on the 7th day. The next day Hariswami returned home. He told his wife and son that he had finalized his daughter's marriage. On this, both of them told him separately what they had decided. Hearing their words, Hariswami became worried that how would his daughter get married to 3 persons at the same time. Later, on the fixed date of marriage, all 3 grooms, wise, brave, and having knowledge of supernatural sciences, reached Hariswami's house. At this time, a strange thing happened. The Brahmin's daughter Sumprabha, who was to become the bride, suddenly disappeared somewhere. Despite searching, no trace of her was found. Then the worried Hariswami said to the wise man, "O wise man, now quickly tell me, where is my daughter?" On hearing this, the wise man found out through his knowledge and told him, "O best of Brahmins, a demon named Doomshik has abducted your daughter and taken her to his home situated in the forest of Vindhyakal." Hariswami got scared when Gyani told him this. He said, "Oh no, how will I find her now, and how will she get married?" Hearing this, the young man who knew supernatural science said, "Please be patient, I will take you to the place where she has been taken as per Gyani's instructions." Saying this, in a moment he made an aerial vehicle equipped with all the weapons, and put Hariswami, Gyani and Veer on it, and took them to the forest of Vindhyachal, where Gyani had told him about the abode of the demon. Knowing this, the demon became angry and came out roaring. Then on Hariswami's advice, that brave man stepped forward and started fighting with that demon. Fighting with different types of weapons, the battle between the two, man and demon, was amazing. Just like Rama and Ravana fought for their wives, these two also started fighting in the same way. In a short while, that brave man cut off the head of that demon who was mad in battle with a half-moon-shaped arrow. After the demon was killed, all of them returned in the chariot of the Brahmin who knew supernatural science. After reaching Hariswami's house, when the time of marriage came, a quarrel arose between the wise man, the brave man, and the one who knew supernatural sciences. The wise man said, "If I did not know where Somprabha was hidden, how would I have found her? Therefore she should be married to me only." On this, the knower of supernatural sciences said, "If I had not made a chariot that could travel in the sky, how would it have been possible to go there in a moment? How would it have been possible to fight with the demon sitting on the chariot without a chariot? Therefore this girl should be given to me. I have won this marriage." Then that brave man also presented his side before them. He said, "If I had not killed that demon with my power, then how could this girl be brought back despite your efforts? Therefore I have the right over this girl. This girl should be given to me only." Hearing the quarrel of those three, Hariswami's mind became agitated and he sat down holding his head. After narrating this tale, Betal asked Vikrama, "O king, now you tell me who should get that girl, the wise man, the brave man, or the person who has knowledge of supernatural science? If you do not answer this question even after knowing everything, then your head will burst into many pieces." Hearing this story of Betal, Vikram broke his silence and said, "Betal, that girl should be given to that brave person only, because he was the one who, with his courage and strength, killed that demon in the war and acquired that girl. The Creator had made the one who had knowledge and supernatural knowledge only a medium to do his work." "You answered correctly, my lord," Betal immediately said, "but you forgot your condition. You broke the silence, and as per the condition I became free again." Saying this, Betal got down from the king's shoulder and flew back towards the same Shisapa tree.